Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I have an absolutely epic virtual world combo tutorial for you guys. So in my previous video, my virtual world deck profile with this virtual deck, so I basically asked you guys if you guys wanted to see a combo tutorial, and you guys said yes. So of course, because you guys asked for it, I'm gonna do it. So without further ado, be sure to smash the button and comment down below what you guys think of these combos, because I think they're pretty cool. And of course, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and I will appreciate it a ton. And if you guys want to see any other videos, whether it be a deck profile, combo tutorial, or just really anything you kind of want to see, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do to making that happen. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, let's do this. Alright, so for my first combo, I have a really basic 2.5 card combo. So you have any virtual world monster, so GG in this case, and Kowloon along with just a discard, so this can be literally any card in the game. So let's start off the combo. This is basically how it works. You're going to start by activating Kowloon, which lets you activate a virtual world gate card from your deck to your field. So you'll activate a Chuche directly to the field. Over here, you can go GG effect targeting Chuche, so sending your classic King Long, and summoning it, and in the end phase, you can add a virtual back to your hand from the graveyard. Next up, we can go King Long effect to add a virtual world monster from our deck to our hand by banishing it, and then discarding a card. So with this, we'll add Lulu, because Lulu is just incredibly good, and we always want to add Lulu. And then we'll just discard the other card, it doesn't matter what it is. And then we are going to go Lulu, targeting the Chuche. So what this does is we'll just be sending our follow-up by sending the King Long for next turn. But we will also be searching a combo piece, so Lao. So we cannot target GG because then we can't search the monster. So actually targeting the Chuche is really important over here. So Lulu summons itself. Next up, because we have a tuner and a non-tuner, we can actually synchro these into a level 6. So over here, we will go into Stardust Charge Warrior. Using its effect, the card you draw doesn't matter, so this is just card advantage, so I'm just going to put that over there. Next, we can go Lala effect targeting Chuche. With that, you can send your Nian, but you can also send really anything you want. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, Nian is generally the best choice. So you're going to summon the Lala, and then you get to revive from your graveyard directly a GG. Over here, you are able to trigger the Nian to revive it, but there really isn't a point. Like, you definitely can, but like, I'll show you what happens if you do. So you revive the Nian, then we can actually overlay over here into the one and only Beatrice. Now, Beatrice is incredibly powerful, and I'm not going to start talking about no Zolkin combo. We're not doing that right now. We're going to go Beatrice effect. So Beatrice detaching Lala will send us directly a Mali from the deck to the grave. We go Mali effect by banishing it to summon another copy of itself directly from the deck. Immediately we need to do that. That is very important. We summon the Mali over there. Then we can actually, over here, synchro into whatever we want. I'll just be doing a generic 6. Remember that your Nian gets banished. I'll bring in a Coral, and then this triggers your Nian effect, so you can actually shuffle back the Malicious back your deck. So you're playing with 3 Malis, because now you can use Mali's effect later in the turn again. Over here, because you have 2 of these, you can just overlay them, and then you can summon the one and only Dragonlark Perrin. And this is basically your end board. So you have Beatrice, Perrin, and Chuche with 1 pop. So let me explain what this does. You're going to pass your turn during your opponent's standby phase. You're going to go Beatrice effect, detaching charge to send directly from the deck to the grave a Fossil Dino. Now, Dragonlark Perrin, a lot of you guys probably don't know this card. It says it can't be disturbed by battle or card effects when a monster other than itself is faced upon the field that was summoned from the graveyard, and during either player's standby phase, you can detach a material and revive a level 5 or lower monster from your grave. So you're actually going to be detaching the Mali, and you get to revive Fossil Dyna in defense position during your opponent's turn. So what ends up happening here is that Fossil Dyna has just a continuous effect that says neither player can special summon monsters. So now your opponent won't be able to special summon for your turn. But you may be thinking, wait, what if you just normal something bigger than 1300 and beat over the Dyna? You still have the Chuche pop. So whatever the normal summon, you can just pop but with Chuche. And that's basically it. Not to mention that you can also add a card back in the end phase of GG for even more card advantage. So you should actually have right now 2 cards in hand. And then when you draw for turn, you'll have a 3rd card. So you have 3 cards after the turn passes, and a Dino over here. This is a 28 beat stick. This can't be destroyed by anything, and it's 27. We have 1 pop, And finally, Dinah. I really don't think your opponent's getting over this, and for a 2-card combo, I'd say that is pretty good. Alright, so combo number 2 is a 3-card combo, so these two are just random. The other 2 open cards we would have opened in our hand, but this is a bit more of a greedy combo. So it's a 3-card combo, meaning it's basically any 2 virtual worlds, because they all get to each other, and 1 Kowloon. So this hand would be considered very good, and let me show you exactly why. So you're going to start off by activating Kowloon. Kowloon gets you directly from the deck a copy of Chuche, which is very good. Now, we won't bother shuffling until the end phase, right? We're going to go effective Lily, targeting the Chuche. So with Lily, you can send actually 2. So over here, you will send a copy of Gigi, which is very important, along with 1 copy of King Long. Now this brings out itself, and now you have these 2 in graveyard. Over here, you can go effective Lulu. Lulu will send us directly from the deck to the graveyard another copy of the King Long for follow-up, and it will search us from our deck to our hand a copy of Lala, which is very important. Over here, Lulu summons itself, so we have 1 Lala and 2 King Longs engraved, along with 2 just random cards in our hand. So this is our hand right now, 3 cards. Next up, we can actually go right like over here, Synchro for 9, and summon out, you guessed it, the guy Shen Shen. Now, Shen Shen's just a macro, so that's 1 part of our end board, which is very good. Effect of Lao will send us from our deck to the grave a copy of Nian Yan, and then revive itself, and this will allow us to revive the Gigi we have sent earlier. Next, we can trigger effect of Nian Yan because Gigi was summoned to summon itself from the graveyard. Perfect. Over here, we go effect of King Long. So King Long is really good right now because you can actually search for another copy of Gigi, and then we can discard a random card from our hand because it really doesn't matter. We go Gigi effect, and Gigi will be able to send us the 1 and only copy of Chuche because you can target Shen Shen or any of the monsters. So now we have a Chuche in graveyard, and then summons itself to our field. Now we have 5 monsters on the board, including the Shen Shen, but we have to remember everything will be banished when it's sent to the graveyard from the field. So over here, we have to play a little bit more carefully. We'll go effective Chuche, boosting the Gigi's level to level 6, so we can overlay into Lao, summoning out the 1 and only Beatrice. Beatrice effect can activate over here, and since the material is actually not on the field, it's just on Beatrice, it's not being banished. We send Mally from our deck to the grave because Mally's just that good. We go effective Mally, summon another copy of it directly from the deck, which is kind of crazy. So we can bring out another copy of it over there. We're gonna over here Synchro with Nian Yan and Gigi, so they're both banished. And then bring out our Stardust Charge Warrior. Over here, your Chainlinks will be Chainlink 1 effect Nian Yan, Chainlink 2 Charge Warrior. So Charge Warrior draws you another random card, it doesn't matter what it is. And then Nian Yan will shuffle back Mally to the deck, so you have it for the grind game. Next up, there we go. Next up, we actually overlay our Mally and Charge Warrior because they're both level 6s to bring out the 1 and only Dragonlark Piran. And then we will pass our turn over here. During our opponent's standby phase, as you guys remember, we'll detach a material from Beatrice to send the 1 and only copy of Fossil Dinah from our deck to the grave. And then Parent effect, detach Mally, revive Dinah, and your opponent can just scoop over here. Because what you basically ended on is a Chuche pop. You have follow-up in the form of Mally. Shen Shen as a macrocosmos, which beats Prank Kids. It beats half the deck right now. It destroys Strikers, stuff like that. It's just a really powerful card. You have a Beatrice as a 28 body. You have Dinah, so your opponent can't special summon, and if they try to beat over it, you have the Chuche pop. And this is basically the towers because it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects while Dinah is on the field. And then you just have 2 more cards in your hand. So you just went basically, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got +2 off of the entire combo, but the +2 is really, really good. And that's basically it for combo number 2. I think I'm going to show you guys one more combo, and that will be all because I'm pretty sure this video is getting pretty long already. But yeah, that was combo number 2. One of my favorite combos to do with this deck. It's such a powerful end board. Alright guys, let's get into combo number 3. Alright, so for combo number 3, we have a 3-card combo, but this is a pretty cool combo. So you have 1 Gigi, 1 Yan Yan, and 1 Mali, so this can really be any way to get into a virtual world, so any just like Kowloon, anything like that, and then Gigi can literally be any other virtual world, so this is a really easy hand to open up. And the main star over here is Mali, so we start off by normal summoning Yan Yan, effective Gigi, target Yan Yan, so we'll get to send directly from the deck to the grave the one and only King Long. Over here, Gigi summons itself. Next up, we go effective King Long. This gives us access to one of the best cards in the deck. We have access to Lulu now, and we get to discard our Malicious to the grave. Effective Lulu sends us actually our, not Chuche or anything like that, but Zanwu, and then we get to search. So over here, we will obviously search for the one and only Kowloon. This summons itself over here. Over here, Mali effect. So Mali effect summons one from the deck. If you guys couldn't tell, run Mali. Mali's just so good in the deck. But regardless, Mali effect will bring out directly from the deck the one and only other Mali. Next up, we can actually synchro off the Yan Yan and the Lulu because Yan Yan is not a tuner right now. Summoning out our Coral Dragon over here, and then we're going to synchro the Mali and Coral Dragon into Zolkin. So Zolkin is a really good card. I don't make it that much, but when I do, it just wins games. Effective Coral Dragon lets draw any card. This doesn't matter. In this case, it's on Yan Yan, but this can be literally any card in the game. We're going to set a card, trigger Zolkin effect, so summons out the one and only Crystal Wing from the extra deck. So we'll put that over there, the Crystal Wing. Next up, we can actually go Zanwu effect. So Zanwu lets us revive our Lulu and then discard a card. So we will discard the Yan Yan we drew. This doesn't matter. And then we'll trigger the actual Yan Yan we sent. So revive itself from the graveyard. Over here, we can activate our Kowloon to activate a Chuche directly from the deck. Now, you see how many cards we have now? This deck just snowballs so hard. We send these, and now what we can basically do is a couple really cool things. So we're gonna synchro off Yan Yan and Gigi, so Yan gets banished, and we'll bring out the one and only Muddy Mud Dragon, trigger effective Yan Yan. So Yan Yan lets us shuffle back the Mali to the deck, which is kind of crazy, so we get that back. Over here, we can go effective Muddy to fuse with Zolkin. So Muddy's treated as Dark Magician for this, and since Zolkin is a Dragon Effect monster, we can bring out Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which is already a crazy end board. You have a Pop, Negate, and Crystal Wing. But no, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. We're going to go Mali effect, because we still have another one in the graveyard. We're going to bring out the Mali. We shuffle back, synchro with Lulu and the Mali, and bring out our one and only Shen Shen. And then we will enter our end phase, and in the end phase, Gigi will resolve so we can add back a Lulu to our hand. Yep, so as I was saying, we add back a Lulu to our hand, and now in the end phase, we have a 1 negate with a Dragoon because of the discard with the Lulu. We have Crystal Wing, a monster negate and destroy, and Shen Shen as a macro cosmos for everyone. And then we have Lulu for follow-up, and then a top deck or anything like that. And this end board with the Chuche Pop is just crazy. Honestly, these are some of the most powerful monsters in the game, and I really don't see the opponent breaking this board. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like and comment down below what you guys think of these combos. They are really crazy. Run this card and check out the deck profile. I'll leave the link in the description. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, guys. Peace.